I think there's mental endurance that comes with anything that you do on a day-to-day basis, whether it's writing, whether it's doing podcasts, whether it's doing stand-up comedy. I think anything where you have to think and manage like complex ideas and manipulate your language and the way you're speaking and be able to engage in the dance between two people. I think you got to do it all the time. I think if you just do it every now and again, like especially like if you took time off of speaking to people, like if you hadn't talked to anybody in a long time and then you talk. Have you ever done that? Where you haven't talked to anybody in a long time, then you talk to them? It feels odd. It feels awkward. Because I think there's like a thing where you have to get used to it. You got to get used to it.
Yeah, well, I found that was particularly the case with the podcasts, is that it's hard to do that sporadically.
Yeah.
You also lose that rhythm of preparation because you get it. Well, I did. I'm not sure. How do you prepare for your podcast? Like if you have an author come on.
I usually read their book. It depends
when?
Within, like I have 2 books that I'm reading right now that are future people that are coming in February. So they're
a lot ahead.
Yeah, they'll be, well, it's like one of them is a climate change book and it's intense. And so it's requiring a lot of thinking, and then I have to like look at the criticisms of this guy and criticisms of the work, and who believes that in 10 years Miami's going to be underwater, who believes that this is probably hyperbole and that it's a gross exaggeration, and the reality is, the world sort of always goes through these cycles of change, but human beings are definitely having an effect on it, but a small effect compared to cows and other things. It's like it's hard to sort out. The climate change one is a weird one. So
that's because there's no such thing as climate, right? Climate and everything are the same word. And also, congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Like, I've had senior political figures in Canada now tell me, this is so awful, that they cannot say what they have to say in our current political situation because they cannot find a single media source in the entire country that they regard as trustworthy and reliable. And these aren't fringe political figures. Like, these are people who've had stellar political careers. And that's what they tell me, point blank. And the same thing is happening in the United States. And you're an antidote to that. All by yourself. I know you have help. And you have people around you. But it's a testament to your integrity, man. And good for you. It's something. So keep it up.
I will.
It's something. Yeah.
It's an odd place, man.
I know.
It's all by accident. That's the oddest part about it.
Yeah, well, sort of. I know. It's not by design, but it's not by accident.
Well, being where I am is by accident. Yeah, that is by accident. It is not by design. It is by accident. I could not have imagined a world where just talking to people about whatever subject matter, is their area of expertise, and asking questions, being curious, could be that popular. It's very strange. And then also...
Yeah, but wouldn't it be something if that was the way it is?
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, it wouldn't be so unique then. Then I wouldn't...
or maybe there'd be just more unique everywhere.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else, pick up the slack, will you?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've had visions of that sort of thing, is that we're each called to a unique destiny, and then it's not unique. It's like, well, the world's inexhaustible, and so we could each have a unique destiny.
Well, one thing that does happen, that I hope does happen, and I didn't mean to set out to create a kind of a format or to pioneer a kind of a format, but what I do hope is that the people who enjoy it, and I know this is the case, they're starting to do their own thing that's similar.
You bet.
And that will, and
I've
I'm
met
sure
some unbelievably impressive young men who are doing this, and one of the things that just stuns me about interacting with them is that they're very articulate. They don't say like, they don't say, they don't say they weigh their words. They're witty, they listen intently, and they're aiming up. And it's and they're just lights, it's like, oh man, you're going places.
Well, intellectual curiosity is now, because I think of long form podcasts, it's attractive. where it was thought of as something akin to daydreaming or mental masturbation.
You bet.
Impractical.
Effete intellectualism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's
now,
the opposite of that, man.
It is in many ways the opposite of that, and it's also a viable opportunity for a career.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is be interesting.
Yeah. It's
That's
the
it.
only opportunity for a career in any real sense.